Alright folks, welcome back. Today I hope to show you Northern Lion is the biggest trans ally of all time. The way we get the big egg is by surviving as many rounds as possible. We survive more rounds by scoring more points. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. Compared to other runs we've done, the recipe is fairly simple. We start with the Baron giving us X mult on all of our kings held in hand. We want to combine this with things like the Mime and also the red seals, allowing us to re-trigger our held in hand abilities. Held in hand abilities like the Baron and also steel cards. So multiple copies of the Mime, multiple copies of the Baron, our deck, all steel cards with as many red seals as possible. Dip it all in Mama Liz's chili oil. Now, the reason why we're using this very specific scoring technology is because we can add even more. We can add Cryptid. Cryptid gives us more kings, and then more kings will score us more points. Normally, with a limited number of Joker slots, there's only so much that you can do scoring wise. Even if you use Ectoplasm to get negative Jokers, even if you use the Antimatter voucher to get an extra Joker slot, there's only so much that you can do. What Cryptid does, it adds cards to your hand even beyond your hand size limit. So by breaking the hand size limit, we're able to break the scoring limitations of the game. You score so many points, the game reports it as an infinite number of points. Now, the way that we get the spectral cards, if you're playing on the Ghost deck, you can just find the spectral cards randomly in the shop. We will be playing on the Plasma deck, so we have to work a little bit harder. One way we could get spectral cards from Sixth Sense. You can also get spectral cards from the Gaeons. Now, when we're talking about using cryptids, we're not talking about using 1 or 2 or 10 cryptids. We're talking about using hundreds of cryptids. So once we get one cryptid, then we want to start copying it with the Percolator. The Percolator allows you to copy all consumable cards, so not just our cryptid spectral cards, but also tarot cards, and it gives you negative copies that you can save up until you need them. If you didn't already know, the game only has 39 antes. Once you reach, around 120, the game ends, or, the scoring requirements are so high the game breaks. And so that's the plan. The plan is score or survive 120 rounds, taking Northern Lion all the way to the end. I've done this before as a seeded run. This will be the first time doing it on a random seed. Also, we're using a couple mods, a couple cosmetic things for Pride Month. If you're interested in the mod pack that I have, if you're interested in your game looking a little bit more based, you can join the community Discord either by one-time Twitch subscription or Ko-fi contribution. Alright, we've played the first 2 rounds already. It took me 2 rounds to assemble the pieces here, the Percolator, and then also pick up Northern Lion. Before we go into the boss, because we already beat the big blind here, if I want this voucher, I have to buy it now. Blank voucher is not going to do anything for us right now, but I'm hoping to get antimatter in the future. So even though it's going to cost us some interest, I'll pick up the blank here. And then with no money in the bank, let's go next. Alright, against the boss here, I'm thinking we'll go for hearts. We could go for the full house with the 3 3s here, but I think it'll be easier to get the hearts. Okay, one more time looking for hearts. And again, there we go. We've got a flush. Okay, $8 in the bank. Idle is another way to score a lot of points. This is not what we're going for in this particular run. And also, even if you are going for the idle, even if that's the thing that you want to do, you don't necessarily want to see it this early, and sometimes you'll pass on and you'll pick it up later. What I like here instead, I really like picking up Todd here. We're playing on the Plasma deck, and so all of these chips will get converted into Molt, and this will score us plenty of points. Also foil plus 50, Todd. Alright, only $2 in the bank, let's go next. Okay, we've got a 5 and 3 in hand, so let's discard looking for more odd cards. Alright, pretty sure just a pair of 9s is enough. So with 140 chips, that's already 70 times 70, 5,000 points. And so this is why we're playing on the plasma deck, because you'll be able to score more points, and if you score more points, then you get to survive longer, right? Also, you know, here, having a source of chips, a very powerful source of chips, the main plan is have just one joker that scores all of your points. And if one joker scores all of your points, you can use the rest of your joker slots for money generators or other value generators. All right, here I'm interested in Earth. Actually, I'm not really interested in Earth, but what I want is I want something to start copying with the percolator. And we could consider picking up the juggler here. I think the plus hand size is not something that I need, so I'm just going to save my money for interest. Also, standard pack here, the thing that you're looking for are seals. We want to get the red seals eventually. Maybe blue seals are okay, and purple seals are also very strong, especially early on. But we'll continue to save our money for interest. Okay, so now, you know, each negative copy sells for $4. So we want, you know, some kind of consumable. It doesn't have to be any good consumable, just any consumable we can start making money with the percolator. All right, here, pair of 5s works. Also, if we want, we could play the bottom gay here. Okay, up to $17 in the bank. Smiley face is not something that we need in general. Jokers for scoring we don't need, as long as we have Todd. We don't need Neptune, we already have Earth. We can start percolating. I think here, normally I would take this. Normally I would take the clearance sale, making all future purchases cheaper. But if we want to make the biggest egg, the way you get the big egg, you know, if you take the clearance sale will make all of your stuff sell for less money. It reduces the purchase price, it also reduces the sell price. So this will shrink our northern line here. So I think we don't take the clearance sale. And I think for the rest of this stuff, we're going to continue saving our money for interest. Let's go next. All right, okay, we know pair of 5s works. We can also play 2 pair here if we want. Also, I apologize if you can hear there's a storm going on outside. I'll try to mute my mic occasionally. Okay, but here we've got $33 in the bank. A couple things I'm interested in. First, let's go Arcana pack. Okay, here we can take the Judgment for another Joker, random Jokers. Most of them are going to be scoring Jokers, which we don't need. We are looking for, you know, potentially some more value generating Jokers. I think it's safer here to just take the $20. Okay, then, since we have all this money, we can buy the reroll voucher, boss reroll voucher. We can buy the standard pack, looking for seals. So there is a red seal 5 is compatible with Todd here. We could get, you know, re-triggering on our 5. It is glass. You could always get a different tarot card to turn it not glass, but I think here I don't want this. In the end, we want to get red seal kings, and while red seals are important, I don't think this 5 is going to become a king anytime soon. So I'm going to skip here, and we'll just get a different red seal in the future, probably. We have a little bit of money left over. I'd like to try to find a better consumable, you know, maybe a tarot card to copy with the percolator rather than planet cards. Let's re-roll. More planets we don't need. Re-roll one more time. Okay, the Running Man is a little bit slow to start. We already have a ton of chips from Todd, so I don't think we need that here. Foil is good, but I think we already have enough scoring, so I'm not going to take the Acrobat either. I'm just going to go next. Okay, here In most runs like this, I don't like to take a lot of negative tags, especially later on. I don't like to take negative tags. You know, later on we're going to be doing a lot per round, earning a lot of money per round, you know, copying a lot of cards with the percolator every round. And so, you know, I don't like to skip even for a negative tag. Oftentimes with a negative tag, you'll get something that is irrelevant, something that doesn't help you at all. But here, I'm going to take it here early on in the run. This is, you know, I've done a couple of these runs so far, and, you know, if it ends up being something that's useless to me, if it ends up being something that's not good, then we could just start a new one. We could just start over. All right, let's go next. All right, we sell the earth so that we can have maxed out interest here, $26 in the bank. Maybe let's go for aces and nines. Okay, we drew, we've got the middle gaze here, not the top gaze, but the middle ones. Should be good enough. Look at that. Already $20 on Northern Lion. Interesting. 6 cents. That is technically, that's something that we're looking for, right? We want to get the 6 cents so that we can get the spectral cards, but my plan with 6 cents was to use it until we get Cryptid and then sell it, right? And so, you know, having this as negative, this is not necessarily the kind of thing that I want to keep around anyway, but I guess at least for now, early on, it's not going to take up any joker slots, so not the worst negative to get. Actually, it's kind of relevant negative to get. Okay, we've got a ton of money here, so let's go Buffoon Pack. Our Buffoon Pack, we've got Hiker for more chips, so this is going to be more points, which we don't need. I'm going to take the money instead. We've got rebate on jacks. Actually, a ton of money. If you don't already know how the rebate works, every round it chooses a random card in your deck. And so if we get a deck of all kings, this will be, you know, kings every round. Discard 5 kings at a time to get $25 per discard, and then you can copy this with blueprints and you can copy this with brainstorm. So rebate is, you know, one of the best end game money generators that you can get. Let's open up this Arcana pack. Okay, so immediately some things jump out here. We could go for the Hung Man here. We do want to, you know, thin out the deck. We want to remove cards and we want to get only kings in the deck. This is something that I'm usually pretty into. Usually pretty into taking the Hung Man, but I mean, $40 is $40. Like, that's pretty compelling. I do want to get, at some point, I want to get some better tarot cards, or, you know, something better to get percolating here. So I think what I'm going to do, if you use the Emperor now, the Emperor is not going to give you any of these things that are in the booster pack. So I'm going to use the Temperance first, and then that way the Emperor can now give me a Temperance card possibly. I'm looking for Temperance, Fool, Hermit, maybe Death. Nice. Alright, since we have a ton of money, we can go ahead and do some re-rolling here. Supernova, Mystic Summit, you know, sources of plus mult that we don't need. Castle as a source of plus chips. Generally, I'm not interested in any of the scaling ones because by the time they become relevant, by the time they become useful, we'll have transitioned to something else. So go ahead and go business time here. Alright, go next. Alright, this boss, usually kind of stinky, but because we have Todd, I think we should be fine. You know, our hands are all level 1, so that shouldn't matter that much. We do have rebate on jacks. So how about we discard the jack and keep the odd cards? I would like to try to get some business money. I've already got my business socks on. That's how you know it's time for business. But I want to, you know, I want to do this as well, right? So I want to discard jacks for $5 each and then play maybe kings and queens here using a death for an extra king. So let's keep the kings and queens. Maybe we can get the full house. We get more jacks that we can discard. Okay, kings and queens. Let's go make another king here. And then that gives us the full house. Okay, to finish up here, how about aces and nines? Temperance I'm going to hold on to because every round we're going to get more value on Northern Lion. So each round my temperances increase in value. Okay, 76 bucks here. Let's go for paintbrush. I forgot about 6 cents. I forgot about trying to go for sixes there. I don't remember if we drew any sixes. Oh well. Let's go Celestial Pack here. Celestial Pack gives us Jupiter, Earth, Uranus. These things are not super relevant to me, but maybe we could level up our full houses. Mainly what I'm looking for, I want some plutonium, so that, you know, compatible with our Baron and our Mine build. Also maybe 4 of a kind is pretty high yield. You get a lot of chips per planet card, and so, you know, that can be a solid way of scoring until we get the Baron. Let's try this standard pack. Okay, we do get here a red seal king already, so we don't have to do any work. I'm looking to make this into steel, or maybe in the short term make it into gold. We also have the option here for a different steel king. I think I'm going to pass on this. And also, you know, this gold seal 5. 5 is compatible with Todd. Todd is what we're doing right now, but not necessarily what we're doing forever. So I'm going to pass on the rest of these. Okay, in that case, we can do, you know, maybe some re-rolling. I like the idea of this. I like the idea of the drunkard. So maybe instead of business time, we could pick up the drunkard. Extra discards are going to allow us to, you know, find our sixes. You know, this only applies to your first hand each round, so you need to find your sixes right away. Also, the extra discard for more rebate money. Rebate on jacks again. All right, let's roll again. Death here could be useful. We could use death to copy our red seal. Maybe we'll do that. What else? We get some plutonium here. I guess Earth is good enough that I'm going to take it right now just to make sure that we score enough points. This is something that could be interesting, could be interested in DNA. This is a combo with 6 cents, by the way. You can play a card, get another copy, get another 6 at the same time that you remove a 6. So maybe, I guess instead of this drunkard, we can just pick up DNA here and go next. Okay, in that case, I'm considering whether or not I want to use this temperance for the money. Rebate on jacks. We have a 6 in hand, so, you know, we might as well use it. The order of operations here, you want to go DNA first and then 6 cents after, right? So it'll create a copy and then it'll delete. Before we do that, you know, do I want to maybe use temperance to make room? I'm going to hold on to the death card. Let's play the 6. We get immolate. Interesting. Okay. I want to discard looking for jacks. Do I have anything else that I want to discard? Do I want to make a copy of the red seal now? I think I'm going to wait on the red seal. I think I'm going to hold on to the death card for maybe one more round. One thing you could do, you could use death to make extra 6s, but then, you know, since we have DNA giving us 6s, we don't need the death card. I'm just going to discard here, looking for my odd cards. Looking for jacks, right? We got the 4 of a kind 7, so like that should be plenty of points. I can play, I have 4 jacks in the deck, so let's play the ace. I just want to use up one hand and then that way save a discard here, that way we can get the jacks. I could play 3 cards here trying to get another jack, but the odds of us getting the jack are not very high, so we'll just discard the jack for the money. And then we can go ahead and play the 7s. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking with the percolator, I think I want to get percolating on immolate instead of these temperances. So now that these are 50 bucks, I'm just going to go ahead and use them. Okay, let's try the buffoon pack. Okay, we could pick up the free roll here, but I think we're going to get more money from rebate, and I like having DNA to make more 6s, so I'm just going to skip here. Idle comes back around. Let's go ahead and try the Arcana pack. Okay, we do get an option. We can make Temperance again for 50 bucks here. Now that I want to, immolate, maybe I want to use the death card right now. And, what do we want to use the death on? Maybe what we could do, we can make another queen here. Maybe we make it gold first. Or maybe we just don't use the death card at all. Maybe we make another ace. What do we got? Rebate on 9s? Let's make another 9. So how about a 2 into a 9? Alright, I like the idea of hanging the 4s. And then taking 50 bucks here. 50 bucks is pretty compelling, to be honest. Okay, how about trying to consider whether or not I want to re-roll here. Yeah, maybe we'll re-roll a couple times. There's a showman. Yeah, I'm looking for mime, I'm looking for baron, I'm looking for blueprint and brainstorm. I'm not necessarily in a hurry because I kind of want to keep the DNA. I kind of like having Todd to give me all of my points, and we have rebate money. Also, a common thing to do is re-roll for tarot cards. That way you can hold them up here and copy them with the percolator, but we don't really need that since we already have immolate. We could re-roll one more time. Yeah, I'm not really interested in this, so let's just go next. Okay, in the first round here, we do have DNA. We've got rebate on 9s, so this 9 here. I think I just want to use the immolate right away. Nice. I want to avoid the awkward situation where, I use my discards to find the 6. I use some hands or whatever. Immolate now is better. Alright, rebate for 9s. Maybe we keep the 3, or maybe we throw the 3. I'm going to throw the 3, that way we have a better chance of finding the 6. Okay, the face cards we don't need right now. 8, 4, 2. Alright, give me the 6. We do get the 6. Alright, what do we get? Wraith. Get a random rare, but it costs me all of my money, so that's not the kind of thing that I'm interested in. Unfortunate, it took us too long to draw the 6, so we didn't get to save a discard for the 9s. We didn't get as much rebate money. But we can go aces and 9s here as the 2 pair. That should be enough points. Nice. Okay, so, good information there. That means in the next round, probably we need more than just 2 pair, maybe the full house. Actually here, play only 1 hand. We could do that with just 2 pair. Okay, I like the hung man. I like go Celestial Packs first. So this stuff isn't super meaningful right now. You know, maybe we take a Venus card for a random 3 of a kind. Alright, we can take here, I prefer Mars over Earth. You know, now that we have only 46 cards in the deck, now that we have an extra 9, maybe it's not so hard for us to get the 4 of a kind, and we can make 4 of a kind easier later. I think I like the idea of taking the Hung Man here. That's also another thing that I like copying with the Percolator, so that we can reduce our deck. Death or Hungman. I think for now I prefer the Hungman. I think in the future we can try to make this King Gold and then start copying it with a Death card. We could take a Hermit here. Yeah. We didn't get the Baron or Mime or Blueprint yet. We got plenty of time, so let's just go next. Rebate on Eats. Okay, in the opener I've got 2 kings. I do have a 6 here, but I'm not able to do, you know, 6 cents here because I'm only able to play 1 hand. So I think I like the idea of, we'll use Immolate first. Okay, then I could hang the 4 here. I could hang the 6 actually. I could hang the king. Yeah, I don't need a lot of kings, I just need specific kings. And so maybe I get rid of this king. Maybe not. Maybe what we do, let's go for the 9s. Maybe the 10 and the jack, those are things that I can remove. And let's keep going for 9s. I don't have more aces, I don't have more 5s, so I guess it's just 9s. So 2 aces and 2 9s, we already know that wins. We'll get a little bit of rebate money. And ship it. Okay, now we can go, let's start with Overstock. And let's try a Celestial Pack. Okay, once again here, you know, in our end game is to get a lot of plutonium and play the high card with the Baron. But maybe for now, I like the Mars card for the 4 of a kind. And we'll pick up the standard pack here. This is not anything that we need. We got rebate on 3s. Alright, in that case, let's do some rolling. Okay, more Mars. Wii Joker is okay as like a scoring option, but maybe it's a little bit too late for that. So we only have 2 2s in the deck, so I'm just going to keep rolling here. Nice. So we get the Mime. If we do get the Mime, this can, let's see here, it can copy not just your steel cards, but it can also copy your gold cards. So this can be a large source of money here. So I think I don't want to get rid of DNA because I want to make sure that I have enough 6s. Currently Todd is doing all of our scoring. Let's go ahead and swap out the rebate. Rebate we can always pick up later. It's not at its best right now where we have kind of, you know, still mixed ranks in the deck. We want to consolidate and get kings later. Let's go ahead and pick up the Mime and then maybe keep rolling. Do I want an Earth card? I think we can probably hit the 4 of a kind pretty consistently, but you know, maybe if not, we can take an Earth card as a backup here. Maybe what we can do, alright, do I want Zeno here? Alright, the Spaceman will give us, you know, the same foil, the same chips as Todd here. Maybe if we do play the 4 of a kind, then, you know, we can use this to level it up. I'm going to keep rolling. Maybe one more time. Alright, pick up another Mars card. And we can pick up another Hung Man here. Reroll one more time. Drunkard. Alright, I think that's it. I think we just go next. We get a copy of Wraith. This one's negative. What we can do is we can sell the original Wraith, and then we can keep the negative one. Maybe we end up using it later, but probably not. By holding on to this one, now 6 cents won't give us, you know, any duplicate Wraith cards as long as we're holding on to this one. Let's go next. So we've got the 6. I think we play the 6. Alright. Gives us Trance. Okay, in that case, we can go for the 4 of a kind. I'd like to try to get the 4 of a kind, and then I'd like to, you know, try to put the blue seal on a king. Let's go aces and 5s. We can hang them. If I recall correctly, I only have one more ace, I only have one more 5, so we're solidly on 4 of a kind 9s, maybe 9s and 7s as a full house in an emergency. Let's go. How about go for the 9s? We also have 5 kings. Let's do something like that. We do get the 4 of a kind 9s. Nice. And that's it. So let's go. What's the boss situation here? No repeat hand types. So let's go. How about this king of diamonds? We'll go ahead and make blue. Then we'll play the 9s. And we'll get the blue seal here. We'll also get 2 Mars cards because we had the mime. Okay, with higher level 4 of a kind, we might, you know, be high enough that we can get the, we can win with 4 of a kind even without Todd. That's something to consider. Let's go ahead and take the mega. We get another 6 here. Cool. And it's also a blue seal. That's great. We could pick up another 9 here, and then that would make it, you know, more consistent that we get our 4 of a kind. Though we only have 38 cards in the deck, so I'm not necessarily super worried about it. I'm just gonna skip here. And before I open this Arcana pack, I'm gonna do a little bit of re-rolling. You know, trying to get tarot cards so that maybe the tarot cards, we use them inside the Arcana pack. Alright, Fool for another Mars card. Maybe. What else? Devil for a gold card. Gold cards are huge. Gold cards are very impactful because we have the mime. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, we can get here. We have a death card. So maybe we go Devil for a king. We can go death here. And then use the Fool for another death card. What else can we get? Magician, Todd. Sorry, not Todd, Steven. Burnt Jimbo. You know, with level 7 4 of a kind, we can play the kings. We can play 4 of a kind kings now. In that case, I think we're done with Todd. What I like about the Burnt Jimbo here is we can go ahead and, you know, level up our poker hands. We get another Stinky Wraith. Go ahead and sell it. Yeah, with this, we can very easily, we can get the high card almost every time. So like here, we got the 8, we got the queen, that's high card. And then we can level those up for later. Okay, I want to go for either 4 of a kind 9s or 4 of a kind kings, right? With this 2 here, I'm going to wait until after I use my discards before I use the death card. Because once you use the death card, you know, once I make a king, then I'm not able to discard anymore. Let's see what the 6 gives us. Ouija, I really don't want. Bummer. Alright, do we keep the 6? I'm going to discard the 9s because I can use death. In an emergency, I could just play the kings. Oh, we do get the 9s here. Yeah, I'll play 3 9s. Then we've got these kings. Do I have more kings? I do have more kings, but they're not necessarily better kings. I guess let's go ahead and make another king here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that going to be enough? I think we sell Ouija here, that way we can get the extra planet card from the blue seal. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so that was not quite enough, but if we go 3 6s here, we need 3,000 points, so 3 6s with the foil here, that should be plenty. Does 1 6 do it? That's what the question is. So, you know, if this is like 90 and 90 becomes 45 times 45, does 45 get us, what do we need? 3,500. I don't think that's enough. So 3 of a kind 6s. 3 of a kind 6s, or do we need to play the kings here? So how much do we need for 3,500? That's like 60. So this should be 50 plus 12 plus, it's gonna be close, right? Nah, I don't feel great about it. Let's just play the full house. I didn't feel like actually calculating it. Okay, that does mean though, you know, the 4 of a kind that we played maybe doesn't win, doesn't beat this boss here. This boss has no repeat hand types, which is kind of rude. So maybe that's a little bit concerning. Maybe what we do is we play 1 full house and then end with 1 full 4 of a kind. What's in the standard pack? Standard pack gives us a blue seal, ace. I'm gonna skip. I want the Arcana pack. Before we open the Arcana pack, maybe we re-roll. Maybe Hermit. Try the Arcana pack. Could use the Magician, make some lucky cards. We could make some hearts. Maybe we play a flush. Alright, like my 4 of a kind is 30,000-ish. I just need a little bit more. So yeah, maybe this king and this 9 will go ahead and make them lucky. And then we'll see what happens. Do I want to... Could level up the gaze. Hierophant does it. That just does it. Alright, go next. And we get a copy of it. Nice. So I think with the kings here, I'm going to go ahead and use the Hierophant. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the 6. We get the Cryptid. Cryptid means we can sell the Wraith now. Alright, we're locked in now. Okay. Let's find the kings. Oop, I wasn't supposed to discard a pair there. I was supposed to level up my... high card. Whoops. Alright, do we go for 9s or kings? We got more kings, right? Let's play that full house I was talking about. Nice. Okay, we got the blue seal here. We have the kings, so we have the winning hand. Yeah, do we want to use the Hierophant? I think maybe we don't need it anymore, but maybe just in case we can use it. It's $4. Just in case. So 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Ship it. Unfortunately, we're not going to get 2 blue seals from the mine because we're holding onto the Cryptid, but we need the Cryptid, right? We need to make copies of the Cryptid. I could dig for my other king. Pretty high upside. It's worth a lot of money. We don't get the king. That's okay. Perfectly fine. Alright, as long as we get more Mars cards, then we're okay. Next round we do need 40,000 points, so like we could do that, right? Extra discard here is great. 4 of a kind again. Maybe we spin the wheel? Never lucky. Alright, here we get a jack. It's a foil jack, which helps scoring wise, but no, I'm not going to add a jack to the deck. In an emergency, you know, we can use the Cryptid after we make another copy of it. Let's re-roll a little bit more. Parking. Parking is a lot of money with the mime. Could potentially be a lot of money. I think we're going to skip it. I think I like the idea of rather than getting the money, just keep doing the high card. Level up our high card for later. Is that true? Yeah, because I want to play the kings. I want to play the kings as 4 of a kind. Or at least that's not what I want to do, but that's currently what I have to do in order to survive. We could do business time instead. We do have the red seals. Stick with the burnt joker. Pick up some plutonium here. Alright, we shouldn't spend anymore. Let's go next. We get another immolate. Boss says spades are debuffed. So debuff king. Things are a little bit tricky right now. Okay, I think what I'd like to do, I'd like to use the 6 for... Yeah, give me the spectral card. Another blue seal. Potentially useful. Let's go ahead and immolate. Get our plutonium. Okay, so I've got 9s and kings for my 4 of a kind. So we can play the 4 of a kind here with the 9s. And that 4 of a kind wins, right? Like we've leveled it up now, we know it wins. I want to get the kings for the money. Is that greedy? You know? Give me the kings. And actually the 6, we shouldn't need it anymore. Because now I have another blue seal. What do you have left in the deck? Yeah, a couple more kings left. I have 5 cards left in the deck, so I get to see all of my cards. Actually, we just draw all of the cards. 2 cards left in the deck. 2 cards that I don't care about. So let's make another blue seal. Let's go ahead and play the kings. And I need... Percolator, I need a negative copy of Cryptid. I should have used the second immolate. That's my bad. Alright, ship it. Okay, now we have plenty of points. Next round, 60,000. We have the technology. Okay, bull for scoring if we want. What's nice about this is I don't have to play the 4 of a kind. I can just play high card. I could just play 1 card and get a lot of extra money from the mime. I like that idea. So let's do that first. Let's re-roll. Let's find, okay, Temperance 450. I was gonna say, let's find some tarot cards to use here. Okay, Sun, Banner. Okay, so Temperance for 50, or we use Death for another King. Strength doesn't really do anything here. Do I want to make a Steel King? Do I want to make a Gold King? Do I just want 50 bucks? I think I just want the money. I think right here, I want the money. Sell the strength. Alright, give me better tarot cards. Blueprint. Okay. Alright, if that's what we're gonna do, I like this idea. Let's spin the wheel first. Never lucky. I'm gonna sell DNA, and we can do this. We can use DNA copying the percolator, so we can get extra copies of Cryptid, and then we can shift it over. We can copy the bull when we're ready to score, and we can copy the mime for our gold cards for the money. Okay, what next? Okay, we could get invisible. Well, as much as I love bulls. Alright, get out of here. We need this, right? We want as many copies of Blueprint as we can. Burglar. Bean. Alright, I don't want to spend $12 on a reroll, so I'll just open the Arcana pack. Alright, we got 50 bucks here, or we can make a steel card. I could use the Immolate here. I don't really want to remove my kings, my blue kings, so just give me the money. There's a chance that this Immolate just ends up being sold. There's a chance that like we don't actually draw the hand that actually makes it functional. Let's go next. Okay, now that we have a negative copy of Cryptid, we can use the other one. So like currently holding on to this Cryptid, then you know we're not able to get the Mars cards, but let's see here. Do we want to use another 6? I guess it has the benefit of it's just gone. Use the 6 to get rid of it. Nice. We did draw one of our nice kings, but I'm gonna go ahead and use Immolate anyway. Yeah, bummer. I'm gonna discard, let's see here, we got 23 cards left in the deck. Do I want to Immolate these 4? Yeah, let's go ahead and Immolate 4. We do get a free draw, by the way. Alright. Find the kings. The kings for the full house. The full house that we already know wins. 4 cards left in the deck. So you discard these. Cryptid. Do I want a blue one? Do I want a gold one? Give me the money. 1, 2, 3, 4. Copy the mime and ship it. Nice. Ooh, money. 80,000. Yeah, maybe for this boss we need more than 1 4 of a kind. I don't know yet. But it is kind of close, scoring wise. Yeah, no earth card. Spectral. Immolate again? Not these fellas. I guess we'll go blue king. Let's see here. 1 plutonium. Give me another Mars card. Maybe Mars here. Could pick up the photograph. Could pick up Devil for more gold cards. I think we should wait to reroll. I think we use invisible first, and then after we use invisible, then we can reroll. Because right now, while I'm holding on to invisible, I can't get another invisible. Let's just go next. How about this boss? So I think what we do, I think we get the 4 of a kind 9s first. Or maybe like a different 4 of a kind. 10 cards left in the deck. Maybe I play more than one 4 of a kind kings. I don't want to miss out on so much money. Forgot about the 6 cents. Alright, if I am going to play 4 of a kind 9s, I'm going to have to make some sacrifices. So let's discard these 3. Where's the 9s? I don't actually have that many kings left in the deck. Alright, 7 cards left in the deck. Give me the 9s. Awkward. 9 here. Alright, 4 of a kind 9s. We get 2 4 of a kinds, right? Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sacrifice some money to get the blue seal. I was trying to avoid this because like each king, gold king is worth 12 bucks. And so it's worth it to, you know, try to hold on to them, but ended up not paying off. Okay, invisible. Maybe now, maybe I don't need 6 cents that bad. Get out of here. Get another percolator. That's okay. Alright, I think we're still fine scoring wise because we only need 70,000. Let's go Celestial Pack. Okay. Standard pack. Do I need a Glass King for my 4 of a kind? Because if I play a Glass King, that's like plus 50, right? 25 cards in the deck. I'm willing to accept. At this point in time, I'm willing to accept an extra king. Then we can play more than one 4 of a kind. Then we can play 4 of a kind without any gold cards in it. Alright, what can we get? Shopping wise? I think the Hungman, I just want cryptids now, so maybe we don't take that. Maybe we don't copy that. 26 cards in the deck. So it's something that's on my brain. I want to have, you know, in the future, I want to have enough cards in case we get the rebate. You discard 5 cards at a time, times 4, that's 20 cards. We would have 6 left over, so maybe we don't want to have too few cards in the deck. Also, you know, once we get purple seals in the deck, purple seal kings, you're going to want to discard a bunch of cards. Yeah, maybe we don't do Hungman. Alright, Fool gives me another Mars card. I'll take the Fool, but I'm not necessarily going to use the Mars card right away. Business time we don't need. Judgment, I don't need your judgment. Vagabond. Alright, this is a lot of money. Actually, this is a lot of money. We could pick up a chariot and make some steel cards. Maybe that'll help us, you know, with the mime, actually. Maybe we do that. Maybe I could use the fool to get 2 steel cards. Okay, I have an extra fool here, so I can make 3 if I want. I'm actually going to hold on to 1 fool. You know, maybe we use it to copy death or temperance in the future. Okay, I want to turn... I like having the gold kings still. If I need help scoring, I can always use Cryptid to make extra kings and just play extra 4 of a kinds, right? Alright, let's... 7 cards left in the deck. Yeah, let's just play the 6s. 3,000 points. You know, that could be the difference. Here, blue seal, we can make Derek. And the fool, I will use because I want to make room for my blue seals. We can go Derek again. 3 cards left in the deck. Alright, so this is it. We'll play 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. That should be plenty. That's more than plenty. Alright. I wouldn't be mad if this king broke. Oh yeah, give me the money. Okay, how about Celestial Pack? Nope. Alright, I want some kind of tarot cards before I open the Arcana pack, so let's re-roll first. More plutonium. Nice. Okay. What's the boss? Sorry, the boss is lose money. Not a problem. Ah. Okay. So, what do I get rid of? I don't have any room here. Haven't hit ectoplasm, haven't hit antimatter. It's kind of early, so I wasn't really expecting to yet. I really like the money from the mime, but maybe we don't need the mime. We have all of the red seals. Definitely, yeah, maybe we don't need the money. Is that weird to say? Maybe we sell the mime. I want to keep the percolator because I want to have my cryptids for the future. Keep rolling here. Invisible Joker. So this might be a little bit controversial. I think we sell one of the percolators here because I want Invisible Joker to copy Blueprint. Having extra copies of Blueprint means Blueprint can be Perkeo and Baron and Mime for money. So it, like, you know, pulls triple duty. So I think we sell one of the percolators and then we get the Invisible Joker here. Or, you know, we just get Brainstorm. Maybe Emperor. Looking for Temperance to copy with the Fool. Ramen. Wait a second. Okay, we got Sock My Buskin we don't need. I mean, without Baron we might have, but now we don't need anymore. I kind of want this Showman. Because right now, Invisible Joker has a chance of hitting Blueprint. I think we can make enough money that we can reroll enough. I'm just going to take the showman instead. And open the Arcana pack. Alright, we got another fool here for another emperor. That's kind of a bummer. I guess I would prefer that over making another gold card. Okay, we can use Hermit, and Fool for another Hermit is that good enough, or should I hold out? I think I want to hold out. Again, Death would be very useful, Temperance would be very useful. Let's just go next. Okay, how about... Oh, we just get the kings? Right, the kings already win. I want to have all of my gold kings. Maybe even I can play the glass king. Alright, we play the glass king, we copy the baron. Alright, smash. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. Okay, so let's use the plutonium. I do want this voucher, by the way. I do want to go back in time. I waited until after the big blind because it gives you -1 hand every round, so I wanted to play the big blind first and buy it as late as we could. So we can go ahead and pick it up. Before opening the Arcana packs, let's reroll for tarot cards. Hung Man, that's huge, actually. And we get a Death card. Okay. So, a lot of things we can do here. How much do we want to hang him? And what's the boss situation? I think we do hang. Devil, 24 cards in the deck. 24 is kind of thin, actually. But we do have the cryptids, so we can always make more in the future. So let's go ahead and hang them again. We can make a gold 9, I guess. They're all going to get removed anyway. Let's go ahead and use the Death card. Alright, because the Baron gives us X mult on all of our kings, they don't need to be steel, they could just be gold. And let's reroll for more tarot cards. See? See? I told you. Told you, let me cook. Alright, that's a blueprint. That's a negative blueprint. Okay. Here we get Northern Lion again. This is a little baby one. Northern Lion upstairs is $56. Let's open the Arcana pack. Okay, we get money. I'll just take the money. That means we can reroll some more, get more plutonium. Sock my buskin again. Alright, without the mime, we're not making as much money as before, so maybe we don't reroll as much as before. Let's just go next. Nice. So these blueprints are percolating and also barren. Alright, we want to draw the kings that give us money. 5 cards in the deck. 3 cards in the deck. Okay, so I can play this king, or I can try to get the glass one. Nice. You know, you can't call your shots if you don't call your shots. I've said this before. Alright, now what? Okay, looking for mime, looking for brainstorm. Maybe another blueprint with our showman. Tarot merchant is maybe something I want in the future, but maybe not something that I want right now. Purple seal. Blue seal we don't need, but purple seals we do want. Even if it's a 3, just getting any purple seal is good, and then we can kind of upgrade it into a king eventually. Spaceman, Dusk, we don't need any of those. What's this boss situation? This one's pretty stinky. No discards. Like, we're not going to lose, but without discarding, I'm not going to get as much money. Dang, already level 17 high card. Get all the plutonium, get temperance as well. You know, since we have the showman, there's no penalty to holding on to this, so we'll keep it upstairs. We just use temperance and maybe we'll get a fool. We don't get a fool. We get blueprint instead. Okay. Alright, so we get percolating. We get the Baron. Now, Joker-wise, we're good Joker-wise. Now we're just waiting for ectoplasm or antimatter. Maybe we don't need to be re-rolling as aggressively. Alright, let's go next. You know, I could re-roll the boss. I don't want to get the boss that debuffs my face cards, of course. But we could re-roll the boss. Alright, let's find some kings. We want the kings that give us money. Well, bummer. Missed out on $6. Okay, Spectral Pack. No ectoplasm, but we do get Immolate, and I think we don't do Immolate anymore. I think 22 cards is thin enough. Let's go ahead and do the Queen here. Mars, maybe. Death. I'm okay with death. I'm okay if we get a copy of death, even instead of one of these cryptids. Judgment. Let's go next. I get my death card. Do we want to reroll the boss? Nah, it's fine. Okay, so with the death cards, I want to copy purple seals. That way we can get more death cards and also strength cards. More tarot cards in general. Spin the wheel. Never lucky this whole time. This king I don't need. There, we got the money. We can go ahead and ship it. So like we're already scoring E19. By the way, if we go, you know, the blind sizes here, that's ante 15. We can survive all the way to ante 15 without any additional help. So we have a lot of time to kind of play around. build up our resources, build up our money. We're looking for ectoplasm, we're looking for antimatter for extra joker slots. Steel we don't need, so we want all of our kings to be gold when we can. Mars is okay, I guess. This is the big blind. Still debating whether or not I want the tarot merchant. I do at some point need to find the mime, but it doesn't have to be fast. And also having the Baron and already 3 copies of Blueprint, maybe, you know, adding more tarot cards and having less jokers in the shop, maybe less jokers is fine. $10 reroll. Alright, that's gonna be it for me. Rerolling. Let's just go next. Gotta make sure that the percolator is getting copied. Okay, high card. What if we just play a pair? Will that be too many points? Like if I do this? Double, 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 double. I don't know. Let's try it. Ooh. Okay, now it's probably too many. So, ship it. Okay, we really want the Omen Globe. So we take the Crystal Ball here. Actually, sorry, just Crystal Ball by itself is already very good. We go Standard Pack. How about a Buffoon Pack? Okay, Standard Packs I'm looking for Purple Seals. Buffoon Packs I'm looking for Mime or Brainstorm. And I'm not necessarily sure what I would get rid of for a Mime. Maybe we don't take the Mime. Maybe we don't take the Brainstorm since I already have the blueprints. Alright, do I want Justice? No, I don't want to remove any more cards. I'm re-rolling for tarot cards. I'm not going to take the Devil because I don't want it to get percolated. Emperor. Strength. Strength is huge. Strength is actually kind of important. Maybe that's what we're re-rolling for. Strength. And then also, because what strength is going to allow us to do is turn our purples into kings. And then that'll be huge for the end game. This boss, debuffed until 1 sold. This is super stinky. So this is the only one that actually hurts us. The other bosses are all fine, so I think I am going to re-roll it, but maybe I'm going to wait until after we shop. There's always a chance you get random negatives in the shop. Alright, so I want to use the strength card on a queen and a 3, or maybe 2 3s. There's a 6 that we don't need. I think 8 cards left in the deck. How many Steel Kings do I have? Okay, so here's a queen and a 3. We use the strength. We discard. Alright, I have to remember that we have the Crystal Ball and we have 3 slots now. It's relevant because now I have 3 blue seals. So I get 3 times plutonium. E21. Now we can beat Anti-16. Alright, go next. Temperance for 50. Standard pack for purple. We do get a purple. It's a purple 2. Since I already have a purple 4 and a purple 3, I'm not going to pick up a purple 2, I think. Probably. Yeah, go ahead. I only have 23 cards in the deck, right? Let's re-roll for a few tarot cards before the Arcana pack. Maybe since I'm doing that, I can hold on to a few tarot cards. If you hold on to the bad ones, then it'll block duplicates. Alright, Fool for another Temperance. Nice. And what am I hoping for? Tarot-wise? I don't know. Sun, Judgment. Do I want to spend $12 on a reroll? Not really. Okay, we can hang him again. We can go Strength. 20 bucks. I think the eventual prospect of getting the Purple King is like worth a lot of money prospects. So maybe it's worth it to use the Strength here on the 3. Even though we already have a 4. I don't know, this side project here, making the king is like pretty important to me. I'll roll down to $15. Okay, and we'll sell these to make sure that we get percolating on the cryptids. Okay, let's discard purple 2. We can make a steel king if we want, I guess. Not that we need a steel king. Alright, my last card is purple. Bummer. If I play this, it ends the round. Okay, Buffoon pack. Nope. Celestial for plutonium. I'll take Mars too. I don't know, maybe. You never know when you're gonna need it. Alright, let's try for a couple tarot cards. Gold card. Maybe. Maybe instead of some of these steel cards. I need to remember to reroll the boss. I need to remember to reroll the boss. I want a tower. We'll pass on Mars. There's another strength card. I can copy with the Fool. Let's go next. Okay. 1 Jimbo disabled, not a problem. As long as it's not the king himself. Alright, these 4s are now 5s. Now 6s. Okay, I think the steel card, I do want to make it into gold. And I'm going to discard the 6s one at a time in case we get another strength card. Get justice instead. Yeah, that's not really something that I'm interested in. Okay, 9 cards left in the deck. I'm going to discard this gold one. I want to draw the purple seal. We didn't get it. That's okay though. Yeah, that's fine. Let's make room and ship it. Nice. Alright folks, that's going to be the end of this video. We've already got $77 on Northern Lion here, and you know, we got a great setup here. We've got all the copies of the blueprint. We're just looking for an extra Joker slot from either ectoplasm or antimatter. Then we'll pick up the mime later. We've got about 8 antis, you know, where we can survive with just what we currently have scoring wise. And if we need a little bit more, we have the cryptids. We already started percolating. I will continue this in endless mode. The video should be out, you know, this time tomorrow. Take care, everyone.